We spent a lot of time watching YouTube videos about Morocco before we traveled there. We couldn't help but notice that most of these videos are made by reasonably young people. So we decided to make our own. We're not young, but we decided to travel for a month with backpacks and only the vaguest idea of where we were going. So welcome to our traveling series where you can watch short, to-the-point videos showing each place that we went to. Enjoy. We're on our way out of the Medina here in Marrakesh after 3 nights. And we're on our way to Essaouira on the coast. We traveled from Marrakesh to Essaouira by Super Tour bus, which took about 3 hours. After a wonderful 4-night stay, we left by CTM bus to Casablanca, which took an amazing 7 hours. In this part of Morocco, buses are easy to find, cheap, and happy. Okay, well, we've arrived in Essaouira after a short 3-hour bus ride from Marrakesh, and we're now on the last leg of our 1-month Moroccan adventure. Here's the view. That's the way that goes, but there is a pool. I don't know. There isn't anybody there. It is certainly a little bit windy, as we knew it would be, and a little cooler because of the wind than we thought it might be. Here's our room. Our room is okay, and it does everything it's supposed to do, which is nice. And we've been upgraded. That's right. During Ramadan, Essaouira has many accommodation options, both within the Medina and around the beach. It's a very popular place during high season, so it probably makes sense to reserve a place well in advance. We stayed at the Hotel Côte Ocean Mogador on the beach. During our 1 month in Morocco, we mostly stayed in Medinas and wanted to try something different. It was a good decision. Essaouira is a small place with plenty to see and do. The top 2 activities would be walking along the beach and getting lost in the Medina. If you're so inclined, you can try out windsurfing, as this is clearly the perfect place for it. Oh, and there are the camel and horse riding experiences as well. All the way down the beach, you'll find Diabat, a small town where you'll find the wonderful, long-abandoned Dar Sultan Palace. Built 300 years ago, it's now in the process of being reclaimed by nature. We spent some time wandering around the ruins, accompanied by the occasional camel-riding tourists. This was well worth the walk from Essaouira. If you've done the camel thing in Merzouga, you can probably give it a miss here, but otherwise, go for it. The other thing to do in the area is pay a visit to the Café Jimi Hendrix. Apparently, the guitar god paid a brief visit here 55 years ago, and they're still profiting from his ethereal presence. Sadly, it was closed for Ramadan while we were here, but we did peer through the windows, looking for distant sounds of purple haze. We really enjoyed walking along the 18th century ramparts as well. Here, you'll see some stunning views of the small port and the fishermen frenetically selling and serving their catches. You'll see the dozens of Spanish cannons that now provide the perfect photos. Then there's the Medina and, of course, shopping. This was our final real shopping opportunity, and, well, we took full advantage. Essaouira may well have had the best food we had in Morocco. The restaurants are mostly found in the Medina and offer a wide variety of options, even during Ramadan. You know, you can even find great Asian food in the amazing Salt and Pepper restaurant. As for the places on the beach, we really liked the one called Beach and Friends. It had that laid back vibe that everybody wants when on a beach. Watching the camels at sunset takes you back to another time. On expert advice, we kept Essaouira for the very end of our month long trip. We had heard that it was a wonderful beach town and very relaxing, which we would probably need after such a long time in the country. We were surprised at just how good a place it really was. The food was incredible, the sights to see were fascinating, and the weather was great. If anything, we were surprised at just how amazing Essaouira was. Essaouira is a very safe town without significant reasons for concern. Of course, be aware while in the Medina, just as you would anywhere else. We walked home at night and felt completely comfortable. Essaouira is one of the highlights of any trip to Morocco. If you've got the time, try to spend at least 3 or 4 nights here. You won't regret it.